Hello, everybody. I just wanted to pop in here and leave a little message. I haven't really done any social media posts, but I think that I am now at a place where I will start doing these with somewhat regularity. My name is Dr. Zeynep Demir. I'm a holistic doctor and a psychiatrist working for Free Range Psychiatry. I want to tell you a little bit about how we work and what it is that I do. So I was conventionally trained and realized through my own journey of healing at some point after getting quite sick that the current system is built on, as you all very well know and are aware of, built on symptom management and not really truly healing. And so I decided to leave the conventional system. In that process, I've met, I was just so lucky to meet Dr. Kendra Campbell. And we connected, I trained with her, and now I'm actually seeing patients as part of Free Range Psychiatry. So what is it that we actually do? What it is that we do is we discover the root cause of whatever is going on with you. Most of the time, that's a multifold endeavor, right? It's a biologic reason, it's a psychological reason, and it's a spiritual reason as a result. And so once we discover what it is that's actually going on, then we have a whole bunch of natural remedies and tools that we can use to bring your body back to homeostasis. Because any ailment, whether you're talking about psychologic, psychiatric, or biologic, really what we're dealing with here is a perturbance of homeostasis, right? Homeostasis is this perfectly balanced place in which your physiology and your psychology can work together and can work optimally to give you life force energy. And so anytime that's perturbed, which happens to be usually under extreme amounts of stress, then you are operating in a non-homeostatic way. And so your body tries to create all these different adaptations because it's really quite amazing and it keeps life going. But the life that it keeps going is suboptimal, right? It's not feeling healthy, you don't feel rested, you have all these symptoms, whether it's psychologic or you have physical pain or, all of this stuff. And really most of the time where this starts is a cross-section of body's stress threshold having been surpassed, and also body's biologic mechanisms having become unbalanced. This is where things like gut dysbiosis, right? Gut microbiome perturbances. You probably have heard like the HPA, hypothalamic pituitary axis perturbances come into play. Because honestly, your gut is the main avenue through your body takes nutrition, breaks it down, turns it into fuel for the rest of your body to be able to create what it needs to create to continue life, right? Such as all of the vitamins and minerals that are needed as cofactors for many, many biochemical processes, such as the neurotransmitters that need to be made for your nervous system and the rest of your body to be able to work appropriately, such as the hormones that need to be made by your body to continue life and continue reproduction. And so anytime this gets perturbed, the rest of the body gets perturbed. And unfortunately, we live in a very unprecedented time in terms of the poor quality of nutrition that we take in, right? Literally, the grocery store is like a poison store. Most of the grocery store, with the exception of like leafy greens and veggies and some fruits, and those only really the organically produced ones are of any nutritional value. The rest they appear to be nutrition, but really they're leached out of all the vitamins, minerals, everything that they really require to create vital life force. And so as soon as you are intaking poisonous substances into your body by way of food, your gut microbiome is disturbed. And as soon as your gut microbiome is disturbed, the rest of your body is disturbed. So that's the main biologic avenue through which a lot of the ailments we're dealing with in today's world start. But not only that, in addition to that, we are dealing with unprecedented amounts of stress in our daily lives, right? I'm not even talking about like the unprocessed traumas and like childhood traumas and like the big T traumas and stuff. I'm not even really talking about that. That stuff is just kind of its own thing that need to be really dealt with, which most people don't deal with. But in addition to that, we're dealing with the speeds at which we are expected to work, the amounts of time we're expected to work, the conditions under which we're expected to work. None of these are really aligned with the biologic beings that we are today. Now, when we become maybe half bionic, that might change. But right now, the way we are, the way our biology is, we are not meant to work the long hours, the stressful conditions with the productivity markers. All of these things create an exuberant amount of stress for the human body and the psyche. And really, essentially, by the time your this part of your brain, your amygdala, fires consistently enough for you to feel like you are in a fight or flight state, then your vagus nerve, which is the longest nerve that goes from your central nervous system to your gut, that's major role is to put you into a relaxed rest and digest state. That nerve just shuts down. So then now you're in full fight or flight state all the time, continuously. When you're in fight or flight state continuously, one of the first things that shuts down is your gut, because you don't have energy to actually break down food, turn it into fuel. You're running from a tiger, right? Like when you're running from a tiger, you don't have time to do those. You don't have time to evacuate your body. You don't have time for any of that. Well, right there, that's how it starts. One of the ways. But all of these other ways I just described as well. So as soon as your digestion and your gut microbiome and your stress responses are completely perturbed and are out of whack, then all of your neurotransmitters are going to be out of whack. All of your hormones are going to be out of whack. Your body is just going to be no longer in homeostasis. And there you have it. Then you have disease. Whether that's disease of the psyche or disease of the body. And most of the time, most folks have both, right? It's really hard to have one and not the other. Proportions might change, but we are a whole human. So anytime your psyche is struggling, your body is struggling. Anytime your body is struggling, your psyche is struggling. And then, of course, as a natural part of the process, then your spiritual connection is completely cut out. So this is what we do. When I see folks, my goal with everyone is to understand what are the different pieces of the puzzle that have been perturbed, and how do we bring that all of those pieces back into a homeostatic balance, so that they can work together, so that they can get all of the resources that they need to actually create a vital, happy, healthy human. And quite honestly, you'd be very surprised how quickly this process can ensue. Because once we understand what's going on, it's very easy to move the pieces along. It's that a lot of times people don't know what is going on, and it just feels like this completely dark, big black box that you can't see into, and you can't figure out what are the different pieces. But that's where my job comes in, right? I'm here to actually understand the patterns with you and pinpoint things to you. Oh, look, this is what's happening. This is how it's working. And I love that. So I just wanted to drop in here and tell you a little bit about what I do, what we do at Free Range Psychiatry. And if you so feel inclined to reach out to us and inquire about us, we do offer discovery calls. They're booking out very quickly, and so is my schedule. But if you are feeling called to do this, please reach out to us and book a discovery call. Okay, thanks so much. I look forward to meeting with you.